Hi, this is David with No Brainer App Reviews, and today we're taking a look at the Motion Premium Folio Case. This is the first and only case that I've seen that's white and goes with the white iPad. It's very inexpensive, and I thought that I would show you some of the differences between this and maybe cases that you don't want to buy. This one is one that you might consider. So first of all, the mount. We talked about the mount earlier. This is not one that covers the bezel, but rather this is one that slides in and only covers the corners. Now, it's a little bit difficult to get in. It's very tight. It's a leather case. So once in, though, it's stable and it's not going anywhere. So you just slide it in. It holds in the corners, and it holds right here. And there's a reason that it holds along the top and bottom edge as well as the corners, which I'll show you next. And that's the stand. So instead of folding it back like that, the stand, you pop out the corners of the bottom, and you just put the iPad in one of these grooves. Depending on what you want to do. If you wanted to type, you'd probably put it down like that, or one of these positions for watching videos. And so that's the reason why you have clips right here along the top and bottom edges to keep it in while it's in stand mode. And once again, it's extremely secure. In fact, it's very difficult to put in and take out. Another feature here is the smart cover. So closed and then open. So it turns the iPad on when you open it and puts it to sleep when you close it. The latch is one of these mechanisms that it's a stiffened piece of material, and this part of the latching mechanism is going to wear. This type of latch always does, and it doesn't take too long before it wears, but that's just part of the nature of the beast. It doesn't scratch the iPad itself, and it hangs on very securely, so you don't have to worry about it popping open in your bag. Now, a couple of things that are not good about this case. We can get in close to the corners where it mounts. It's raised quite a bit. Unlike the bottom pieces, a lot of corner mounts are just a little bit above the edge, like these. But these are very high above the edge. And so that creates a little bit of difficulty when you're holding it. It doesn't close flat to the iPad because it's got to rest on these raised pieces. Also, when opened and holding it, it's a little bit difficult to hold. This cover is very thick. It doesn't wrap around quite as well as you'd like it to, and there's nothing to hold it in place like a strap. And so you've got to get a pretty good grip on it in order to hold it. But otherwise, if you can get past those annoyances, it's a fairly decent case. One other thing that I noticed just before doing this review is that there's no branding on the case. Zero branding, just clean. I like that in a case. Part of the difficulty of putting it in and out is getting all of the pieces aligned. They do align well enough if you work with them, and the top and bottom is largely open, but the camera hole alignment can be tricky if you don't push it in just right. You'll also notice that one of the speakers is partially covered by the mount, but they did think of that, and they put a couple of holes right through that grip so that sound escapes just fine. There's nothing that obscures the sound. And so they did think about a lot of things. The top lid is very thick, but with that thickness comes a lot of protection. So if you do drop your iPad in this case, it's going to be just fine. Its usability is very good. Not perfect because of these tall corners, but very good because the screen is unobscured and you can do everything that you want to with it. Now, this does not come with a stylus, which is fine. It does not come with a clip for the stylus, which is also fine. The material feels very nice in the hand. It's soft yet grippy. And it's something that I think you're going to like. And if you've got a white iPad and fashion is important to you, I think you'll like this case just fine. So this has been the Bear Motion Premium iPad Mini Case, and I'm David with No Brainer App Reviews.